Well, previously on Wewentthataway Adventures, things went a bit south. The storms rolled in, the road shut down, and before we knew it, we were 1,200 k's off course. Of course, we made the most of it, and now it's time to get things back on track. We have horses on the road and sheep on the road and cattle on the road.
They're moving them, babe. They're moving them. Maybe we need to stop. We need to stop.
Yeah, there's people on horseback, so. Grumman. So get out, right out most of it. Bring it down to there. Yeah, fellas, ladies. Whoop, whoop. Where you going, doggies? Lay around me?
Yep.
Yeah, beautiful. In true Wewentthataway Adventures fashion, we found ourselves another pub in the little town of Corinda. None other than the Corinda pub. Time for a beer, I reckon.
If that was Adam.
I don't know, I'm not fucking with it.
There's some big gigs here. I'm in trouble now. And also you make Irish sauce pots.
So the Corinda Hotel here hasn't always been a pub. It's been a fruit and veggie shop, it's been a tea room, but it is the pub made famous by David Bowie. This is where he shot the film clip to Let's Dance. Back in 2007, and a little bit of Bowie memorabilia on the walls inside the pub, but well worth a stop. Great little country pub, like most of the pubs out here. It's got a whole heap of character, and you can stand in the main street and drink your beer. Oh, quick stop, guys. We just took out Mr. Galar, and I didn't see him come out the back, so I got a funny feeling he might be stuck in front of the car. Are you a little bit squeamish, folks? Oh, he's still alive. Okay. I'm not going to film this. Try and get him out, see what sort of condition he's in, and then if need be, we'll send him to a better place. So yeah, but I'm not going to film this. Yeah, unfortunately, folks, he was still alive, but I got him out and he wasn't going to survive. So as much as I hate doing this sort of stuff, I have dispatched him and put him out of his misery. Yeah, anyway, never fun, but that's what happens when you're traveling. But yeah, if you do hit a bird or something, guys, just pull up and see if they are still alive, because I would hate to think they'd sit in the front of your car for a couple of 100 k's before they die. Anyway, back to it. I just set up our first night of trying to get back on track for the Outback Odyssey tour, and we're a little place, couple of k's just outside of Coburn called the Old Reservoir, and it's exactly that, an old reservoir. So we've picked up prime real estate again down on the waterfront here. And the rest of the crew are scattered around, all set up. It's just a quick overnighter before we head to Broken Hill to resupply, and then out to Silverton tomorrow. Well, after 4 days of running from the rain, we are finally back on track, and we're back at a place that we've been quite a few times before, Penrose Park at Silverton, and got the old the whole kit and caboodle set up with the Austrac, with the awning. We're here for 3 nights. The crew's all set up. And we're about to make the walk from Penrose Park to the one and only Silverton pub. Well, just wrapping a night up at the Silverton pub. Bit of a feed, a few beers, and
potholes.
And what? Potholes. A few of the crew took the Silverton Pub Challenge. So if you've never done the Silverton Pub Challenge, come out here. It's a test of skill and balance, and raises a bit of money for the Royal Flying Doctors. So can't tell you what's involved, sworn to secrecy, but you will become a life member of the Silverton Pub. Well, I got to say, guys, well, the weather really hasn't been bloody kind to us on this trip. We're finally back on track. We're in Silverton, which is where we should be at this point in the trip. We've finally escaped the rains, and yeah, now the winds have come, and this lovely sound behind me is what we've had to put up with all night. So not a lot of sleep, because these things are bloody noisy, and just getting a coffee on. I don't know about trying to cook in this wind out there to get anything on for brekkie. Might be some brekkie in Broken Hill, I think. But yeah. Go tonight, darling.
Noisy.
So yeah, we'll probably head into Broken Hill. I'll make a coffee this morning, head into Broken Hill. I think we'll try and bring you there because the burners just aren't going to work in a hurricane. And we didn't have any milk in the fridge. It's long life. It was in the pantry, so warm cereals not that appealing either. Brecky in Broken Hill. We just got back from being in Broken Hill, and I partly put it back up, but the camper was pretty much flattened. That whole back wall was down. All these roof mount holes have come down. So we'll put it all back together and check that nothing has broken or snapped. It's not good. It is crazy out here, and looks like we're at the beginning of a dust storm. So looks like weather hasn't given up yet. Yeah, so we've got holes on the ground. I don't know what's going on here. We've got shit hanging everywhere. Absolutely crazy. We're getting wind gusts of over 60 kilometers an hour. As you can see, that's not cloud, that is dust. It's pretty much a dust storm. Our solar panel, hopefully not broken, because it's all folded up on the ground. I don't know how well it's going to work with so much dust around. And sort of got the Oz track back together, but yeah, just crazy weather. So did have a look at the forecast. The winds are supposed to stick around tonight and start to die off tomorrow, so fingers crossed tomorrow will be a better day. Now I'm still in two minds of whether to head out to this pub in South Australia, the Savo. I'm a little bit concerned about actually leaving the camper now, but to stay here and try and cook in this wind isn't going to work either. So yeah, we'll work out what happens when everyone gets back from town, and you see the boys over here. Their table's over. Their swag's on a bit of a lean. So yeah, crazy weather. We were going to show you around the Mad Max Museum today, but it doesn't open till 10 o'clock on Wednesday, so that's a bit of a bummer. We're going to head down now to the Dynan, I don't know how you say that, the Emu Man. We'll go down and check that out. So we may still get a chance to have a look at the Mad Max Museum, because we are only 25 k's down the road from Melbourne Station. It opens up at 10 o'clock. We don't really need to be away early in the morning, so we might roll all the rigs over here tomorrow morning, and whoever wants to come and have a look can come and have a look. Whoever doesn't can sit in the car and wait patiently.
They're actually closed Mondays and Tuesdays.
So they're closed Mondays and Tuesdays. Unfortunately, we're only here Monday and Tuesday. But as I said, we might get a chance to have a squiz in the morning. For now, we're going to have a bit of a poke around Silverton. We'll show you some of the old ruins. And I don't know if I can film in the art gallery. Some art galleries let you, some don't. Pro Hart was okay with it. John Murray, you can't. John Dynan, I don't know. But yeah, head down there, and if we can film, we'll show you. If we can't, we won't. So there's a stack of these old sandstone ruins around Silverton. This one here is the Half House. So it was originally homed to house the priest from the Anglican Church. The Half House is probably only about a quarter of a house now. But yeah, there's a stack of these. A lot of them have succumb to time and the elements, like these ones here. It's really interesting. It's a pretty shitty day today. If you get a nice day, particularly in the afternoon when the sun is starting to set and you get that beautiful golden light, it is really really cool. We were going to do the sunset camel tour, but unfortunately they were all booked out. We couldn't get on it, and we sort of caught them as we first got in here on the first night, and it was a beautiful night. Yesterday when we wanted to do it, it would have there was no sunset because of that bloody all the dust and the cloud that was around anyway. So it was probably a good thing that we didn't spend a couple of $100 to do that. But yeah, if you get out here on a beautiful afternoon when the sun's setting and you got those golden lights, particularly if you're handy with a camera, get some beautiful shots of some of these old ruins. Anyway, let's get going, and we'll explore a little bit more of Silverton. Absolute ripper, a little gallery. I've been a fan of that emu art for a long time, and we've been out around these parts many times, and we've seen the emus on the V-dub beetles. Neen's got herself a emu on a shitter t-shirt. I've grabbed myself a signed bar mat for the tiki bar. That'll go alongside the Heeple pub one, and whatever else I might find without the misso knowing. Oops, she heard that too loud. Anyway, we're go see what else we can find, and then we should probably unlock the door before I try and get in the car. See what else we can find, and then we might even head down. This trip was supposed to take us into South Australia, and we're only about, oh, chuck that in the back. We're only about 70 k's off the border from a little place called Coburn. I pronounce Coburn, but where's the maturity in saying it that way? So we might head down, get ourselves over the South Australian border, so at least we can say we made it to South Australia, not the part that we're supposed to. Yeah, well,
supposed to be a cute little town too. Little, I said little.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's little. So we'll see. Well, we'll do a quick drive around, show you some other stuff around Silverton, and then hit the Frog and Toad to South Australia. Well, the pigeons have certainly made the old church home, and I think it's been quite a while since there's been a Sunday service in that building. Well, we made it to South Australia in the bustling metropolis they call Coburn, and there ain't much happening. Not much happening at all. Think I need to talk a little slower here in Coburn. This joint is a dead set ghost town. Look, there's the van park. Not a soul. And yeah, here we go.
You can't see the person.
Need made a friend. Here's the pub. The pub's shut, but here's the pub.
Outback. Erie Plains. Opens 4 p.m.
Not today, is it?
Yeah.
Wednesday closed.
Opens
it's
4,
Tuesday.
Yeah, opens 4 p.m. today.
Opens 4 p.m. Well, we won't be hanging around till 4 p.m. There's a piano.
I'm just gonna go play the piano.
There we go. And that's about all there is to do in Coburn today. So we made it across the border. we were destined for South Australia on this Outback Odyssey trip, and things did not go to plan, as you've seen if you've watched the last couple of episodes. But we have made it to South Australia, and but I don't know if making it to South Australia is enough, because I think on a Wewentthataway Adventures video, I need to have a beer in South Australia. Now the easy way would be to just open the fridge and crack a beer. The adventurous way would be to keep heading down that highway and see if I can find a town with a beer. I don't know how far that's going to be. I don't know how many days that might take. But I think it's a mission worth pursuing. You're a woman divided.
Yep. Half of me's in New South Wales, half of me's in South Australia.
Yeah, not the marker we planned. That should have been South Australia, Queensland and New South Wales. But anyway, we got to a marker. We got to South Australia. Now to find that beer. Come on, there's a pub a-calling. Well, it seems there is something about these pubs in South Australia on a Tuesday. They're all shut. So we did find a pub about 100 clicks down the road. We looked it up before we hit the Frog and Toad, and it is also shut. But I am not one to be defeated easily. I am gonna have that beer in South Australia. So we're sitting at the Coburn Hotel, established in 1889. And having a bloody beer. Cheers. Cheers to South Australia. We got there. Well, looks like there's a bit of a party going on at the old Coburn pub, despite it being shut. We have passed Kiara and Trevor on the way out, and then the Fuzzers just passed us. So would have probably been better if we coordinated and all went out there and had an illegal beer on the front porch of the Coburn Hotel together. But anyway, we're heading back into Broken Hill now. They're going out for their sneaky beer. Let's hope they don't get busted. And where are we going? We're going to Bell's Milk Bar, which is authentic, I don't know, 1950s, 60s, 70s, something like that, old style milk bar in Broken Hill. And have been there before, but it's pretty cool. So might go for a, I don't know, whatever they served in 1956 in a milk bar, get one of them, and take you along and have a look.
Good, thank you, love. Fetch me my pipe and slippers. I'll be in the parlour.
Doing an old school this Arvo, folks, at Bell's Milk Bar in Broken Hill. And look at this, a chip and gravy roll with some ice cream and waffles and a good old-fashioned milkshake. How good is it? Well, it's our last night in Silverton, and it's a bit of a cook-up night tonight. We're about to get a a Asian pork belly going on the barbie. Paula Mickey's got the how good's that? They got the roast chicken on the rotisserie, looking awesome. Not so much their tasting music going on behind me. But, I think the fuzzers might even have a roast going on tonight. And just looking at that sky, there's a few breaks. Might even have a chance for a Mundi Mundi sunset. We've got a bit of a disaster with the pork belly, because I normally do it with a Chinese cooking wine and 5-spice, and we forgot the Chinese cooking wine. So I'm going to have to improvise. I've got some, I don't know, I've got some red wine vinegar. We got some white wine. We got, I don't know. We'll work something out. We'll work something out. You can maybe give away a little bit of wine, can you?
Maybe. Got a mouthful of frog.
Frogs.
Red frogs.
Red frogs.
Red frogs.
Don't think they'll go any good in pork belly.
No.
No. All right. Well, we'll work out what we're gonna mix in with the 5-spice. We'll find something.
That's so good.
There you go, folks. That is a wrap for another episode. And yes, we had a few weather dramas on this one, as we have this whole Outback Odyssey trip. But what a spectacular ending. Mother Nature has turned us on with an extraordinary Mundi Mundi sunset. And this place here holds a special place in our hearts, because this is actually where we scattered my mum's ashes. So we're up here with a little glass of bubbly.
As we do all the time we come here, every time we come here.
We come up here, say g'day to mum, have a little woohoo with her. And yeah, and it's a pretty good way to wrap up an episode. So you know the drill. If you like what we do, smash that subscribe button, and we'll catch you somewhere on the next episode of Wewentthataway Adventures. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
And cheers, mum. Here's to ya.